All right, what are you feeling? Congratulations.
Honestly, that was the most stressful experience of my life, but so excited. Just like so proud of this team, just to see it, like all of our first time being in this situation. So truly just insane. So exciting.
Comes down to that final reveal, right?
Like, what? Like, why did they have to do that to us? Yes, that was insane. We all thought we were gonna be in the first bracket. That was what was projected, and then all that was wrong. So really kept us on our toes, but at least we're in, so we'll take it.
So take me through it. Like, you see the first bracket, Florida State, you're thinking, well, that might be it, and then it doesn't. So just take me through what you're thinking, what's going through your mind.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of like, it was exciting because we all kind of had an idea of who we thought we were going to play, and then it's like, oh, like, that didn't happen, and so it definitely added a little bit of excitement, a little bit of tension. I don't think anyone expected us to wait until the last 4 teams, but I think it just kind of, honestly, I'm not, like, living it was not my favorite moment, but I think it just adds fuel to the fire, like, having us all have to sit there and, like, wait through that, not hosting, like, it's just, like, adds everyone's excitement and energy level, so yeah, it was pretty stressful, I'll say it, but finally getting to hear our name and see it up there made it worth it, so yeah, it was a good time.
It's nice to have this moment a couple of days now removed from what was a difficult end to the regular season.
Totally, exactly. And just to close it out and after the Memphis game and stuff, like just knowing that our season wasn't over, like being able to show up to training the next day and just putting in all the work beforehand to be able to get to this point just made it all worth it. And so yeah, just to be able to like celebrate and keep moving and keep playing with each other, like we're all just happy to be together. And so yeah, we got to recover from the tournament, and now we just get to move forward and finally know who we're playing and gives us something to focus on. So it'll be good. I mean, it's just insane. Like for the past 5 years, we've been talking about this moment, and like it doesn't even. We were talking about it before the show. Like it doesn't even feel real yet. It just feels like we're like, oh, like of course, like this is what our next step would be. But I think just like hopefully in these next few days we can kind of step back and just be like, look at what we've accomplished. And I mean, every year we've had this goal and talked about it, and just like the way that we've been able to like stay together through it all and play together for these 5 years, and then for this season to be like kind of where it all culminates is just a really cool experience. We get to be able to do it with them and just be able to live it. It's pretty amazing. So.
What is it about this team that could lead to a deep run in this NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I think like our depth is really huge. Like, I mean, for the past 3 games, like this has been the only time we've had a consistent starting lineup, and so I think just like the depth we have in this team, and then the buy-in from like literally everyone, like just like whoever's on the bench or on the field, or like even the ones who can't travel right now with the roster sizes, like everyone's so bought in their role, and I think like that, like we always talk about how the other team can have individuals, but like none of them will be greater than like us as a unit, and so I think just the buy-in from everyone, and just everyone's like fire to like really, and we have incredible leadership. Our team's really diverse, and like different roles we play on the field, and so I think we all just like kind of feed off each other in different ways, and so I think that all coming together could really push us forward.
You've been battle tested on the road, so I would imagine going to Raleigh. I mean, you've played in Chapel Hill, Baton Rouge. I mean, talk about being on the road, and it seems like y'all brings the best out of it.
Totally. I mean, as much as you'd want to host, like being on the road, it kind of narrows in your focus on just being like, we are here to play this game. Like we're not at home, we're not in our comfortable environment. So it's just like an extra level of focus and intentionality that you have to have. And so, yeah, and I think it's like meaningful that a lot of those away trips we left with ties. And so I think that's another thing, to being like, we're done coming home, telling people on the airplane that we tied. Like we're ready to go and win a game. So yeah, I think just being on the road, it's just adds to the fire.
So a little nerve-wrack there watching, but how good does this feel?
So good. I mean, like I could get emotional talking about it, but just like the fact that we have been talking about this for 5 years and have come so close for the past few years, so just being able to finally see our name up in that bracket, it's really, really amazing.